kononnya very advanced, wow, got smartphone, you know, wow, we are already modernized, we are no longer backward thinking, like, you know, in the zaman dinosaur like that. But if you can see, we are still very much confined to gender stereotypes. For example, if you look at ballet dancer, right? I don't know how Sean of all can find this picture lah, because I couldn't find it when I first searched it. Okay, so you can see that ballet dancers are usually females, and then physicists are usually males. Okay, so this is a proof of what we can see on the internet itself. It's not like based on what I tell you only. I want you to see for yourself that, you know, gender stereotypes still exist. Okay, I believe everybody will basically see the same thing. Okay. Okay, so however, if you look into into some of the articles online, that when you search for it, there are also people who have defied the stereotype. Okay, wait, Opa. Okay, yeah, we do have people who are defying the gender stereotype. There are more and more people these days, okay, that are actually defying gender stereotypes. They are doing what people don't normally do. Okay, for example, we also have female pilots, we also have male ballet dancers. Wow, I want him to ballet style. Huh? Okay, so defying stereotypes. If you can see this one here, married more, the professional ballerina and quantum physicist. So she is both a ballet dancer and she is also a physicist. Like the pictures that you are showing me now, there are people who have defied the gender stereotype, men becoming ballet dancer. It's not very uncommon, but yeah. Okay, so men and women, okay, they are also very much stereotyped into their gender roles. We call it gender roles. Okay, if you look at relationship, household, interest, and career. Okay, so I don't think I want to do this activity because I don't know if we have time lah. Each group is assigned present their ideas in the next lesson. Okay, I don't think I want to do this. I will just tell you lah, okay, so that you know. Okay, so when it comes to relationship, right, you know, right, there are still many couples these days, the men still call the shots, they still wear the pants instead of the woman, and when the woman is the alpha of the relationship, all the men's friends will laugh, the wife is the one who wears the pants, the girlfriend is the one who wears the pants, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, and in terms of relationship as well, you know, if you can see, we are still very much like the past. Like when we get married, we take after our husband's surname, right? Eat soft rice. Then this one also gender stereotype, Sean. Eat soft rice. When men are actually house husband, okay, then the wife goes out and work, then people will call the man, you know, eat soft rice and all that. Okay, so this is how people still look at relationship these days. Like men are supposed to pay in the relationship. Okay, women are supposed to be submissive, men are supposed to be active, the active alpha role. Okay, so it's very much still the same if you look into it. Okay, I'm going through very fast. You're supposed to do an activity lah, so I'm just telling you. Okay, so this is what is happening in relationship. I don't know if you all have been in a relationship, okay, but yeah, this is what is happening. Sean, are you in a relationship? Okay, and then when it comes to household, as you can see, oh, right hand. Oh, okay, Kenneth, you have just revealed to us, okay, that you are in a relationship with your right hand. And oh, you got lah, okay. Okay, so when in terms of household, you can see that even at home lah, if you look at your parents, I don't know lah whether it's still the same because I'm from an older generation from you, right? But in terms of my parents, right, if you can see that my father still is the breadwinner of the family, my mother stays home and take care of us and all that. And in terms of household, the children are still being taken care of by the the woman, okay, and household chores like wiping, mopping, doing laundry, washing, and all that is still done by the woman. And then some very physical work, for example, changing the pipe and all, plumbing, okay, repairing things is still very much the men. Okay, so this is in terms of the household. For interest, if you can see, guys are also more inclined towards gaming. Okay, they prefer to play the guitar. Okay, they prefer to play drones. But for women, they prefer to watch TV, listen to music, go shopping. Okay, and in terms of career choices, men are more inclined towards pilots, career choices like pilots, engineers. Okay, what else? Okay, for girls, more towards nurses, teachers. Okay, if you realize. On bed also cheer, the male do all the work. The guy just lie there. The girl just lie there. Okay, it is expected, okay, but you are looking into relationship lah, sexual relationships, okay. Yeah, I would not deny that, okay. Okay, we are all learning here, we are all adults, okay. I don't think there's anything to be shy about, okay. So I actually appreciate students, they go on thinking and tell me what they feel, okay, because you realize that online teaching is actually a very boring thing. Okay, I prefer to teach physically where I can see your expression, laugh together, and uh, many kids here. Are you talking about yourself, Arsenio? Okay, kids, okay. I'm sure the age of losing virginity has become younger and younger with each year. Okay, then the oldest batcher exclude you. Is it? How old are you, Arsenio? Just curious. Like, I'm thinking you are at most 18 or 19. Yeah, so young. What are you talking about? Okay. Anyway, I just want you to take a look to uh, uh, the gender stereotype in terms of men and women, okay, in terms of relationship, household, interest, and career. Okay, I'm sorry that we have to shrink this into, like, so teacher centered, where I'm just telling you things and feeding you information, okay, because we miss quite some classes already. Okay, so yeah, you're supposed to present to me what you have found out, but yeah, we are skipping that. Okay, so we are going straight into lesson 3. Okay, any questions so far? Two comes also still young lah. 20, 30 still okay. 40 also still okay, when Colonel first found of discovered the KFC fried chicken recipe at 65, J.K. Rowling, 61, I'm not sure lah, 60 plus. J.K. Rowling first wrote Harry Potter book when she's 40 plus, she was a divorcee and she started writing. I'm very old already, if you can see. I'm much older than you, of course. Okay. Actually, I don't want to what you call that, what was I saying? Yeah, I cannot remember already. Okay, anyway, do you have any questions or not about gender stereotype? Locher, now China boys young jadi billionaire. Yeah lah, they have what, Bitcoin. They buy Bitcoin when they're young. Oh, suddenly they become billionaire. Okay, a lot lah. Because with technology, a lot is becoming rich has become possible to just anyone and everyone. And if you realize, right, we are experiencing recession now. You remember this time, 2020, 2021 is recession. Okay, recession is where, if you see symptoms of recession, is where on the highway, on the roads, there are less cars. Okay, people spend less. Okay, remember this time, because it's very important, so that next time you can build your wealth, because you are now kids, right? You are children, not children lah, you are teenagers now. So remember, recession is a time where people make the most money. There will be wealth transfer. Okay, if you buy the right things now, okay, you can become rich. Anyone can become rich now because they say cash is king. You buy things now, like share market, houses, it's all at a discounted price. If you buy now, a few years later, you will become rich, you know. So remember recession, okay? Remember, okay? When I was younger, I hope that somebody would have told me to actually look out for these symptoms. Okay, go to the share market, look at the blue chip shares like Genting, CIMB, Maybank. Okay, they are all so cheap now. Okay, if you buy now and you wait for 2 3 years, okay, it might just double up. Okay, so it's wealth transfer, recession. Okay, so okay, so this is just FYI lah, off track a bit. Okay, so we are looking into lesson 3 now, moving forward. Okay, if you have no questions, I will play you this video. Okay, Tongkat Ali.
Hi, you must be Amelia? Stacy. Felicity for the lady part. Florence.
Guys, you can hear, right?
The leading lady part. I'm Gemma. And what did you think of it, the part? Well, I loved it. It's just a great part. I think she's great.
How do you see her?
She was feisty. Feisty? She's bold. She's the one calling the shots.
I think she's pretty...
Thank God.
Clever. She's pretty clever.
That's not what you're going for.
Well...
No.
I mean, we hadn't really...
No.
Clever's not really something we...
Want or care about at all.
Teacher, we cannot hear. No.
Huh? Cannot hear. Wait. Wait.
Hi, you must be Amelia? Stacy.
Felicity for the lady part. I'm Florence. Reading for the leading lady part. I'm Gemma.
And what did you think of it, the part?
Well, I loved it.
It's just a great part.
I think she's great. How do you see her?
She was feisty. Feisty? She's bold. She's the one calling the shots.
I think she's pretty...
Thank God.
Clever. She's pretty clever.
That's not what you're going for.
Well...
No.
I mean, we hadn't really...
No.
Clever's not really something we...
Want or care about. All, actually. You do realise this is the leading lady part. Should we have a read? It's what I've always wanted. The chance to speak. All right, thank you. I'm not sure that's quite what we're after, really. Do it again, but just this time, try it a bit. Why? You want me to smile?
Yeah. Just, you know, more leading lady.
The scene gets quite tragic. So? I sort of should be crying.
Crying? She could cry.
Mm.
But not like ugly cry. More like sensual, sexy crying, like
In a
wet.
shower.
Shower of crying and smiling. Think of the poster.
what I've always wanted. The chance to...
And let's stop you there. Do it again. Only this time, could you try it with a bit more makeup?
I'm sorry?
She's our leading lady. She's got to be peachy. If you could just...
It's all like that.
Maybe lose the jumper.
Sorry?
The jumper.
And the shirt.
The shirt, why? And the rest of it. Was that really necessary?
It's the character. She's a doctor. Yes, and it's very hot. In the hospital.
In South London.
Exactly.
It says here that it's November.
The heating's broken.
NHS cuts.
And she's trying to operate, but all this stuff keeps getting in the way.
Her clothes.
Yes, her clothes. Could we just...
It's what I'd always wanted. The chance.
Oh, no. That was fine. I mean, fine. But could you just be a bit thinner?
Thinner.
Yeah, we really saw her as...
Thin.
Like a twiglet.
Like a twiglet.
Yeah, you know, feminine. Vulnerable, delicate, and thin.
But with a great rack.
What? Stick thin with boobs.
And hips.
Oh, but not big hips.
No, not, baby bearing.
Can you imagine?
Sorry, I don't really get it. What are you asking me to do?
It's not rocket science, darling. We're just asking you to be thin and curvy, sexy and innocent.
So which?
Both. Sexy virgin.
Thin, sexy hooker virgin with boobs and hips, but not big ones.
She's never had sex, but she's all about sex. She definitely wants it.
Oh, she wants it, but not too much.
Not too much, but a bit.
Yeah, like a lot, but a bit.
Just, leading lady. It's... Okay, stop there.
Is everything right?
Yeah, could you just be a bit more white? Hi, I'm Lena. It's really nice to meet you.
No,
Sorry?
we're after leading ladies, not leading ladies' mum.
Yeah, I am a leading lady.
No, you're not.
I am a leading lady.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Nope. Mum.
Have you seen my IMDb?
Yeah, you're a mum.
Yeah, I've played some mums.
Mum.
I played a kick-ass mum.
Kick-ass mum's still a mum.
But you're hot.
Yeah, hot mum.
Hot mum. I could get on board with that.
I can hear you.
Next! Next! Wow, what's wrong with that?
Menopause. Oh, thank God.
Oh.
I'm gagging for a coffee. 3 skinny cappuccinos. Do you want yours extra hot?
Oh, I'm actually here to read.
What?
I'm here to audition for the leading lady.
Don't get it.
She seems to think she's here for a leading lady.
Yeah, but she's...
This is awkward.
Look, it's not that kind of film, darling.
And what kind of film is that?
I know what's happened. You've been sent to the wrong room. They're auditioning for that other film. What is it?
Black Panther Returns.
That's it. That's in the next suite.
No, I'm not here to audition for Black Panther Returns. I'm here to audition for your film. Are you really not going to let me read?
Wait. If you're passing Starbucks on the way out.
What are we gonna do?
That first one's big on Instagram.
Yeah, but she was mean. I don't think we...
No, I just don't think we found the one.
No.
Hey!
Yep.
Is that it? Is that everyone?
I'm afraid so. Do you think...
What?
Actually, I'd quite like to read. I'm just starting out.
Look at my face.
Sorry. I think someone else just turned up. Let me check.
Oh, hello.
Hi, I'm Tom.
and I'm here to read for the leading lady.
I'm just going to stop you there. You've got the part.
Great.
Hi. Yeah, it was... It's always hard to tell, isn't it? But I think I did all right. Yeah, I think I'm in with the shot. Me too. Me too.
Okay, guys. Okay. So, again, I'm gonna skip this and just tell you the answers, yeah. Okay, list down 3 gender stereotypes that can be found in the video. Provide a real-life example of a person, male or female, who defied a particular stereotype. Use the internet to do your research. Include your personal experience where applicable. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this now with you. Okay, 3 gender stereotypes that can be found in the video because we still have a few things to cover. So I am gonna skip this and just tell you the answer. So if you can see the 3 gender stereotypes, right? Okay. Female must be thin, female must be sexy, female must look innocent, cannot look like a mother, okay, must be fair, okay, and all that jazz. Okay, these are the 3 main stereotypes. If you notice, if you have watched the video, okay, they expect females to look the part. Okay, they expect a lot of things, but whereas in males they don't expect males to look the expectation is generally lower on the male counterpart. Okay, if you look into the real life example, right, one good example that I can show you is, if you notice, normally female actresses, okay, they don't last very long in the showbiz. Okay, they don't last very long, whereas males like what, like the Mission Impossible fella, what's the name, Tom Cruise. Okay, you look at him, 50 plus already, still acting, still can become male leads. Okay, but females, right, if they are all 50 plus, straight away they don't qualify already. They will be replaced some young hot thing. Okay, they cannot last so long because they need to look the part. They need to look like they need to look young. They cannot look like mothers. They need to look thin. They need to look sexy. They need to put on makeup, blah blah blah. The list goes on. If you get what I mean, okay? Can understand? Thin, sexy, virgin, hooker. Yeah, true. Okay, it's always about the sexual appeal for women. Okay, but not so much for men. Tom Lang Zai ma. Yeah, he's good looking. I'm not denying that. But there are also actresses like let's say his ex-wife, like Nicole Kidman, is so pretty, what. But can you see after Moulin Rouge and maybe a few other films, she couldn't get a female lead already. But whereas Tom could continue, in the showbiz, becoming the male lead for many years to come. Okay. So men, they last longer. It's not so much about the looks. For women, it's all and always about the looks. They must work like cow, look like young girl, all that jazz lah. Basically, this short video tells you that women must look a certain way, okay, at all times. Okay, this is what the society expects them to be. Okay, can understand so far? Use Viagra. Hey, Kenneth, you seem like you're very experienced in this kind of things, huh? Okay, any questions so far? Can understand? Got experience, with who, His son with prostitute. He's a guy lah. He should be a gigolo, not a prostitute. Yaka. Okay. Any questions? Okay, the purpose of the video is just to show you that stereotypes still exist in today's day and age. It's not what people say, we are in a modern world, okay, there's no such thing as stereotypes, male and females are equal, or okay, the list goes on and on and on, okay? It's not, okay, seems like women is the victim, but then men are also victims, yeah? We expect them to pay all the time. They're supposed to be breadwinners. They must be strong. They cannot cry. Okay, so we must look at things from both sides, not just from this side. So I want you to know that as well. Okay? She want to try his service. I want to try, yeah. Sean. Okay. Gender and workplace. Okay, so it's very common that we hear people say that women generally earn less than men. Okay, and we want to know why, and and all that jazz. Okay, so today I'm going to show you a video of why women are paid less than men. Okay, let's see whether it's bullshit or not lah. Okay, if you look at it from this way, like you feel like the company is paying women less because she's a woman, right? Okay, you may wonder, is this real? Okay, it is real. Okay, not because she's a woman, it is because of the choices that women make. Okay, we will understand this further in the next 20 minutes before class ends. Okay, all right. I'm gonna play you this, then you will know why.
Women who work full-time still earn 15% less than men. But that's not because they're paid less for the same jobs. It's because they're in different jobs. Women are in less senior jobs. In Britain, France, and Germany, 80 to 90% of executive jobs are held by men. Women also tend to choose different occupations. In America, over 80% of teachers, nurses, secretaries, and health workers are female, and these jobs tend to be lower paid. Primary school teachers in the West earn nearly 20% less than the average graduate job. Nurses earn less than police officers, cleaners less than caretakers. Women are as ambitious as men. They earn the majority of university degrees. In America, they now ask for promotions as often as men, but it's the price women pay for motherhood that holds them back. In Britain, 70% of mothers reduce their working hours or switch to a less demanding job, compared with 11% of fathers. In Australia, it's 56% of mothers and 19% of fathers. While in France, 55% of mothers scale back, compared with 13% of fathers. When an American woman goes back to work, her salary is on average lower than it would have been if she hadn't had a child. The race for gender equality is far from over. As more children choose non-traditional careers and men do more childcare, fewer working women will be held back. Men do more childcare, fewer working women will be held back.
Okay, can you see now why women are the companies are biased or anything like that? But it's for a whole different reason. Can you see now? They are paid less because of the career choices that they choose. Okay, for example, women prefer to become teachers, nurses, and all that. They typically pay less, okay, because jobs like engineering and all that is more physically demanding, and it has higher risk and all that. It's more, yeah, it's a harder job compared to like teachers and all that, where we just sit down and teach. Okay, less risk. Okay, engineering pose more risk. You work with machines, you go to sites. Okay, it has higher risk and it's more physically demanding and more demanding overall. Okay, so you say gender wage gap, all that, the bullshit and all that, it's not really you are looking at it in terms of the society, the bias. Okay, but it is not because of that. It's because of the career choices, number one, number two, and the choices that they make in their lifetime. Okay, for example, when they get pregnant, they prefer to take let's say half a year break to care for their first child or for their newborn. So that will actually reduce the experience the women gain, okay, as compared to a man who will never take career breaks. Women typically they take career breaks that will cause them to lose experience and time to climb the social corporate ladder. Okay, and they cut back on responsibilities and all that. Of course, when you cut back on responsibilities, you don't do as much. Of course, the company is not going to promote you. They're going to promote other people, and men are the ones that will continuously work and strive and climb the corporate ladder as compared to women who will cut back on work to actually care for her family. Okay, can understand so far? Hello, Ken? Ken, okay. What does the title tell you about the topic of the graph? What does the horizontal and vertical axis show? Okay, women's earnings and employment and median usual weekly earnings of women by industry 2009. Okay, size of bubbles represent employment. I'm going to mute Jaching. Jaching, I mute you. Muted already. Okay, because it was a bit not noisy. Okay. Anyway, look at this. Look at this graph. Women's earnings and employment. Okay, if you look at the 70, 80, 85, this is the number lah of employment. This is the pay that they earn. Okay, right? Women earning as percent of men's. Okay, so let's say this bubble here is 92%, meaning if men earn 100, they earn 92. If men earn 100, they earn 84. Okay, so this is 90% of a man's pay, 84% of a man's pay. Okay, so this is how you read this graph. Yeah, so if you look at the median weekly earnings, okay, you can see that women who work in construction, very few women who works in construction. Okay, size bubble represents employment. So women rarely work in construction, work in mining, quarrying, or oil and gas, or even information. They work more on education and health services. Okay, like me, I'm a teacher. Okay, I'm a lecturer actually, so I work in education. So you can see that's where women prefer to work in. Okay, so if you look at this, agriculture also very few women will choose that, but these are actually the careers with higher earnings. Okay, with higher earnings. Okay, except for maybe agriculture lah. Okay, anyway, if you can look at this is women's career choices. The ones that are quite obvious is wholesale, retail trade, okay, education and health services. Okay, so this is where it is. But anyway, women are still earning less. Okay, as you can see, as for construction, if men is earning 100%, which is probably about 700, women will earn about 690, 620, 600. Okay, so this is how you look at this graph. Okay, so I want to tell you that women earn less not because the company is biased or the gender wage gap still exists. It is probably because of the choices that women make. Okay, like taking time off work. Okay, becoming less senior compared to men because of the choices that they make, that they want to actually have a balanced lifestyle where they could care for their family and at the same time have a job. Okay, so basically it's this one here. Okay, so anyway, okay, So yeah, this is actually another activity. So I'm not going to do this already. Okay. So because I'm going to skip through, right? So now that we know the situation about women, we want to know about men. Okay. So let's look at men. Lecturer more than teacher. Is this more than? Actually, it's the same now, okay? But they call lecturers, as lecturer because they teach in universities and colleges. Teachers, they teach in schools. But for me, it's also the same. Okay, anyway, let's watch this video. Okay, in Malaysia, how does paternity leave and policy compare to maternity leave and policy? Okay, if you look at the video just now, right, it tells you that Sweden, okay, has in policy, okay, where they are trying to make childcare equal for both father and mother. Okay, so both father and mother must actually take part in their kids' growth. Okay, they must play equal responsibility basically. Okay, but however, this is not the case in Malaysia. Okay, men do not get to take paternity leave. Okay, you know that women, they take maternity leave, right? But dads, they cannot take paternity leave. Okay, when their wife goes into labor and gives birth. Okay, women are basically given 2 months maternity leave this year. Okay, they are trying to change that so that women get 3 months next year. Okay, 3 months maternity leave. Okay, so but in Malaysia, dads are generally not given that time off to be with their newborn. They're expected to work because they are not the one giving birth. Okay, but whereas women are granted maternity leave. Okay, this is however not the case in more developed countries like Sweden, where they encourage childcare responsibility for both father and mother. But for developing countries like us, we do not encourage that yet. Okay, so this is this is the what the video is trying to tell us today. Okay, that actually men, okay, they want to actually play a they want to actually take part and play an equal role in childcare, but then because of our policies and leave and all that, it's not enabling men to do that. Okay, so it's not completely the man or the woman's fault, it's just how things are. You get what I mean? So I hope this will actually shed new light to how you look at gender equality. Okay, sorry, today is a bit rush. Okay, we are supposed to read this article, female leadership, not readership, it's leadership. Okay, but yeah, I want to show you your next assignment. Okay, so far you have any questions? Okay, any questions so far? Yeah, 10 more minutes. I want to show you your next assignment so that you are prepared for it. Okay, next week we will do gender-based violence. So far so good. Sorry, it's really a bit rushed because I'm rushing week 2 and week 3 together. So we skipped a lot of activities, but I'm just continuously giving you a lecture here. Okay, so next week we will do gender-based violence. Okay, so there are a lot of there are a few categories of gender-based violence lah, like forced marriages, female mutilation, war rape, rape and within marriage, honor crimes, child prostitution and trafficking, and sexual assault abuse and bullying. Okay, each group will take will choose what am I talking about? Will choose a violence, okay, and they will actually come up with an infographic. Okay, so it's infographic on gender-based violence is 10%. Because your class is big, so I'm actually looking at 4 to 5 students. Okay, so you will conduct a research and design an infographic on one of the topics below. Okay, and that the objective of this activity is to assess students' ability to interpret, analyze, and evaluate information, and to use the rhetorical devices to argue convincingly. So the infographic should answer the following questions. What is the issue about? Include images, visuals, pathos. It must be able to evoke emotions. Remember pathos? Who does it affect? Include history, statistic to add credibility. This is the ethos. What is the impact towards victim and society? This is logos. And how does this issue affect our understanding of gender equality? Okay, so I show you a sample of infographic. These are infographics. Can you see this is infographics? So yours will be like war crimes. So 75% of women in where have involved. Okay, so these are infographics. Can you see? So you're supposed to come up with a poster like this. Okay, in the group kind of group. Okay, group. This is group. Okay, 4 to 5 in a group. Okay, I'm going to collaboration space. This is due next week already, but it's you can start doing already, you know. Wait, okay. Okay, if you see we have 7 here. Okay, so you have how many people again? Wait. Let me see how many people. We have 30. Actually, I think we have 35 people. Okay, so I will have 4 to 5 in a group lah. Okay, so I want you to write your group 1 is forced marriages and child brides. Group 2 will be female genital mutilation. Three will be war rape. Five is honor crimes. Six is child prostitution. Trafficking. 7 is sexual assault, abuse, and bullying. Okay, so you write member's name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 lah, 4 to 5. Okay, so you must create an infographic poster. Create an infographic poster. paste it here. Okay, that's one. What you should do is one. Okay. Number two, after you have created, present. Due date is next Friday, 27. Okay. So, wow, so fast, Nerissa. Okay, so you can go and choose. Okay, you can go and choose. There are 7 topics altogether. Six people cannot lah. Then one group will have only 3 people. Poster and also presentation, Arsenio. Okay, poster and presentation. Wow, what happened? Okay, any questions so far? 4 to 5 lah, 4 to 5. 4 to 5. Because if I'm not mistaken, we have 35 people. So 7 times 5 is just nice 35. 6 is a bit too many already. 4 to 5. Okay, because one group will have very few people and another group